I'm Lenka.
And I'm Abby.
And we're
Lights, Camera, English. And today we're talking about
tipping.
Tipping, everyone's favourite travel subject.
There's this one thing I always struggle with when I travel. And that's tipping.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's a nightmare.
It is.
And it's different in every country.
It is different in every country. That's why it's a nightmare.
Yes, I think we have the United States to blame for that. They sent it everywhere.
Well, I don't know, but the tipping in the US that's the only place where I feel comfortable with it. Because you know that you're supposed to tip everyone as much as you can.
Right. Yes.
Well,
Not fun, but clear.
Exactly. But what about England?
England, yes, we're not quite so demanding in terms of tips in England, but there are some expectations. Okay, so if you're going...
You do tip in restaurants, right?
If you're eating food, yes. If you're going to a pub restaurant and you're just having drinks, there's no need to tip the barman or barwoman.
Even if you spend the whole night and you have...
There's no need to. There wouldn't be an expectation, but you might want to round something up to the nearest pound. People do that quite often.
Okay.
But then if you were to sit down and eat, and that would involve service, we're not talking about fast food restaurants, but service, then you would want to tip. That would be an expectation. Somewhere between 10 and 15%.
Okay, so you just calculate it?
Yeah, it's easy. 10% is easy. I always go for 10% and then maybe add a coin or something. Otherwise, in London especially, restaurants have taken to the idea of automatically adding 12.5% to your bill. So when you get your bill, there'll be two totals. One in really, really, really small print, which is the actual amount you spend. And then the one in bold, underlined, and lots of little smiley faces that the waiter has put around it, that's the total, including 12.5% service charge.
Okay, and then you are supposed to pay that.
You are invited to pay that. That is an expectation, I suppose, but at the same time, it's not a rule, and it would be accepted that you say, I don't want to pay the service charge. They might want to know why. They might be interested in why you felt that their service was substandard. But otherwise, it's not a hard and fast rule. It's not as strict or expected as it is in the States.
In the States, okay.
Yeah. But not all places do that. So if you're in London, it would be worth always checking the bill to see whether it's added or not. If it's added, it's already included. You just don't need to leave anything else.
Okay, so you check the bill and then you pay, and either the service is included or it isn't. And when it isn't, you calculate between 10 and 15%.
Yes, yeah.
And then do you leave the money on the table? Or?
If that's where you were invited to pay, yes. If you had to go up to the cash point, then obviously you put it in the tip jar or something like that. A lot of people are quite interested in England to find out where the tips go. There are two different processes with restaurants. Some pay a normal hourly wage to their waiters, and then any tips they get are theirs and go in their pocket. And others, they pay under the hourly wage, expecting tips to supplement their income, which I don't think is a very good system. It's the one that's come over from the States.
America, yeah.
And I hope we kind of get rid of that. But people are quite open about asking, to the waiter, do you get this tip, or does it go to the till, or does it go to, because you're supposed to be rewarding the service that they gave you.
And the customer service is generally very good in England.
It is very good.
Yeah.
And the other place you might want to consider giving tips is in cabs. In taxis, yeah.
Same amount, 10, 15%?
Yes, but more commonly, because you're usually dealing with cash, as opposed to at restaurants you might be using a card, you might just round it up to the nearest pound.
Okay, right. What about a hairdresser?
Hairdressers, yes, apparently there is a bit of a expectation that one might leave about 10%.
Again, okay.
Yeah, for your hairdresser, unless of course you're a regular and they're your favourite hairdresser and you always go there.
And then you don't pay the tip.
Well, then you might want to pay 25%.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
You pay more if you're a regular customer.
Not me, I never go.
I don't think I'll ever go to a hairdresser in England either.